The internet never sleeps. And in the last 48 hours, something changed. Quietly, suddenly, without warning. Three major names surfaced, each telling a different story. Not just about fame, but about ambition, pressure, risk. These weren't just influencers making noise. These were people standing at the edge of something bigger, something darker. And behind their smiles, their posts, their carefully planned content, something real was unfolding. Let's start with the name everyone's been whispering, Alex Earle, TikTok's queen of effortless glam, known for her beauty routines, party nights, and unfiltered charisma. But this time, she did something no one saw coming. While most creators were winding down after Coachella, Alex was just getting started. She stepped off the Coachella grounds, changed outfits mid-transit, and boarded a plane, not to rest, but to rise. Her destination? Harvard Business School. In a single 24-hour span, Alex bridged the chaotic haze of influencer culture with the polished corridors of elite academia. On one end, cocktails, music, neon lights. On the other, lectures, boardrooms, legacy. And she didn't just attend, she owned it. She walked into Harvard with confidence, as if she'd always belonged there. Her journey was documented in a now viral TikTok, but it wasn't just a flex. It was a message that maybe influencers aren't just content machines anymore. Maybe they're CEOs in the making. And Alex? She might be the blueprint. In a world that loves to dismiss influencers as shallow, she flipped the script. The internet watched in awe. But deep down, it also felt a little threatened. Because Alex wasn't chasing attention. She was chasing longevity. And she might just get it. But while one creator was ascending into high places, another was doubling down on chaos. Enter Jack Doherty, YouTube's wild card, known for his risky stunts, wild pranks, and an energy that never slows down. This week, Jack crossed a milestone that even his haters couldn't ignore. Over 6 billion views. 6 billion. That's not just popularity. That's cultural penetration. That's influence at a level most can't comprehend. But with numbers like that come questions. How did he do it? Is it just entertainment or exploitation? Jack's content often teeters on the edge. Sometimes it's harmless fun. Sometimes it's controversial. But every video, every thumbnail, every outburst, it's calculated, engineered for attention, and it works. But the bigger Jack gets, the louder the critics become. They say it's all just chaos for clicks. But Jack, he says it's real, that this is who he is, that the internet made him this way. He's part prankster, part provocateur. And this week, as his numbers skyrocketed, so did his presence. Interviews, podcasts, viral debates. Everyone had something to say about Jack Doherty. But through it all, one thing was clear: he's not backing down. He's not slowing down. He's building an empire of adrenaline. And whether people love it or hate it, they're still watching. But the question lingers: how long before it all burns out? And then, the mood shifts. Because while some creators chase fun and fame, others find themselves facing consequences. Real ones. That brings us to Johnny Somali, a YouTuber who gained notoriety through live streams, many of which crossed the line. In South Korea, those lines turned into laws. Johnny was arrested, not for a stunt, not for a misunderstanding, but for behavior that authorities deemed unlawful. Cultural insensitivity, public disturbance, repeated offenses. He wasn't just annoying people, he was triggering outrage. And now, he's stuck in a foreign legal system under serious scrutiny. For months, Johnny had pushed boundaries in the name of content. He filmed strangers without consent, made offensive remarks, stirred tension in public places. It was content built on discomfort. And while some cheered the chaos, others warned it would end badly. Those warnings were ignored, until they weren't. South Korean authorities issued a travel ban. And just like that, the camera stopped rolling. No more vlogs, no more live streams, just courtrooms, statements, and silence. Johnny's situation isn't just about one creator. It's about a system catching up, a legal line being drawn in digital sand. And whether he walks free or not, one thing is clear: the internet is no longer lawless. Not everywhere, and not anymore. 3 stories, 3 paths, each one peeling back the layers of the influencer world. Alex Earle, the strategist hiding beneath a party girl persona. Jack Doherty, the entertainer walking a tightrope of controversy. Johnny Somali, the provocateur who pushed too far. Different stories, different outcomes. but all within the same 48 hours. And somewhere between Harvard lecture halls, YouTube milestones, and foreign prison cells, the real world collided with the online one. But let's zoom out.